Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Welcome to the Throga channel.
I feel like I need to play a love song for this.
Yeah, what do you
I
got?
don't know which one, though. I don't know.
Is
L is for the way you look.
I approve.
O is for the only one I see.
Happy Valentine's Day, everyone.
Oh, so early.
So early. All right, we have visitors from Cambodia and Germany and France and Canada, the United States, Hawaii, well, which is also United States, but I thought I'd get more specific. Good morning.
Morning, everybody.
Hello from Germany. I'm looking forward to visiting Germany. First time ever. It's been on my bucket list forever. We're gonna be there.
Are we gonna announce this again, or is it?
Well, no. I mean, this is. We're going to. If you haven't seen, Johnny and I are going to go to Budapest to see Dimash. But part of that trip is visiting Munich, and I have distant cousins there and everything. I'm just super excited about it.
Me too.
But we also want to visit the Philippines at some point.
Oh my
We've been
God.
talking about that before this show even started.
Well, now that we got this train rolling,
That's right. Maybe one day.
We want to see Morissette too.
Hello from South Africa. Oh, good morning. So, I got to use my. I'm Richard. This is Johnny.
Oh, is that what we're? Yeah, that's what we're called.
That's.
Johnny Cummings and Richard Fink IV.
I thought you were going to add more to that, but you're really just realizing.
A little slow.
It's early for us, but you know what? I came to my studio this morning. My wife hooked me up. Happy Valentine's Day to me and all of you.
Oh, man.
If I could share my chocolate, I would. I wouldn't.
I got nothing.
Nothing. Shirley, did you get a hug from Shirley Jones? A little love?
Well, yeah, she came on my bed this morning, and actually, yeah, she rested on my chest.
Oh, there you go.
Sometimes, yeah.
She was feeling it. She was feeling it. So we are excited for today. We're going to take on Queen. I almost said princess again. I don't know why princess in my head. It's definitely Queen Morissette.
It's the Queen.
The Asian Phoenix. We already watched Defying Gravity a couple months ago, whatever that time was, and I said I wanted to see this whole sequence. So it's stage sessions. It is 5 or 6 songs. We're going to watch them in sequence, in case y'all didn't know what we're doing today.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're looking at Home, Memory, Someone Like You, She Used to Be Mine, I'd Give My Life for You, and Defying Gravity. I mean,
okay.
These
so
are
that answers the
epic
question of will we be
songs.
doing extra songs today?
Well, not extra, but 6.
6.
So we're going to hit them all. This is something that she did during the pandemic. And so this is kind of fun for us, too, because we get a little bit to know her personality a little bit, in this, because we haven't really seen any interviews or anything like this. So this will be fun.
We just saw that one introduction where she was just so cute and bubbly. And
she's adorable. Yeah,
she is adorable.
So we are looking forward to this. And we're going to, in 2 weeks, we're going to do Wish Bus exclusive. So as far as like additional songs, that's going to be a little more improv. We know there's a few specific artists you guys have been requesting from the Philippines. So we're going to try to fit them in there, and maybe there'll be more set. May have a sneak appearance during that show. We shall see. But we'll take live requests at that time. So yes, Gary is at the top of the list as far as that. That's been our number one request, and so we're going to make sure we do a reaction to his singing, get to know him on the Wish Bus. But for now, Johnny, shall we begin?
Let's dig in. Valentine's Day special.
And
here's
your cue. Are you ready?
Yes. And before we do our deep dive, make sure you guys hit like and subscribe and ring that bell.
Yes, I do like the graphic as you're talking at the same time.
I think it's great. I would love it every time, but I get that it's special for the live
That's
sessions.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, I get that.
And in an additional one, this is a new one because we have a brand new Buy Me a Coffee link in our description. So here's a new little graphic to show you. When you get a chance, check out the description below to link to buymeacoffee.throga, where you can become a member and get some exclusive behind-the-scenes things. And you can also link to our website for a free vocal assessment if you're curious about your voice and you want to learn more about singing. And there at the Buy Me a Coffee site, you can also purchase time with Johnny and I for songwriting lessons or singing lessons if you're interested in that. So
we'd love to have you.
Let's begin. You know what's awesome about today also? Because we already did one and we know there is no copyright issue. Oop, that's our link there. We don't have to filter it. We get to actually see it without having to filter it out because we had no copyright issues when we did before. So we have to be careful with that, and the lives are even a little more particular, but we should be good. So
cool. Good news.
Shall we begin? You guys ready?
Let's do it.
All right.
Hi everyone, this is Morissette and welcome to my set here on Stages Sessions Quarantined, and our theme being Broadway favorites. Exciting, right? Let's start things off with this beautiful classic from the musical The Wiz. When I think of home, I think of a place where there's love overflowing.
I know. I'm stopping at 3 seconds in. Can I just point something out? Here, she's just like off the cuff, talking, bubbly, conversational quality. It's like watching a movie where someone's like, saying their lines in character, and then out of nowhere, the music comes and they're like perfect because it's a studio version. She transitions.
She's real life.
Like a film. It's like, here's my lines, here's who I am, and then all of a sudden it sounds like she's lip syncing to a soundtrack, but she's not. Like, it's just that transition's unreal.
Yeah, she doesn't really need a process per se to get into character.
No. All
right,
I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna let it play longer. I promise.
I think of home. I think of a place where there's love overflowing. I wish I was home. I wish I was back there, where the things I've been knowing, when that makes the tall trees bend into leaning. Suddenly the snowflakes that fall have a meaning, sprinkling the scene makes it all clean. Maybe there's a chance for me to go back now that I have some direction. It sure would be nice to be back home where there's love and affection. And just maybe I can convince time to stop giving me enough time in my life to grow up. Time, be my friend. Let me start again. Suddenly the world has gone and changed its face, but I still know I'm going, and I have had my mind spun around in space, yet I've watched it growing. Oh, if you're listening, God, please don't make it hard to know if we should believe in the things that we see. Tell us, should we run away, or should we try and stay? Would it be better just to let things be? Living here in this brand new world,
Oh my goodness.
fantasy.
Ooh, that's cool.
And it's on me.
I don't care how many times she opens up. Well, she gets into that slight belted tone, I get goosebumps every time. Even if I know it's coming, like I see it a mile away, it hits me every time. There's just
You know what's great about her?
Shakes you.
I know I mean, like you said, she sings with such power, but I'm so impressed that she can do that, but still keep her articulation and diction and stuff, and she's totally still telling the story. It's like, I understand it. She's so crystal clear with her pronunciations, so it's like she's just always in control, and just, like some people when they're power singers, it's like the vowels start kind of slipping a little bit.
There's a sacrifice.
Yeah, and it's like there's no sacrifice here. She's just always on top of it.
Yeah, so I mean, if we look at that visually, with like the 7 dimensions here, it's the idea is that, okay, this is how responsive her folds are, mixed with being able to do trills and stuff, and this is her intonation, so that's her pitch control, and of course you have to have breathing in there. And I'm not moving this in terms of like what I think her skills are at, because they'd be rather expanded. But
they're off the spider web, yeah.
But yeah. But what I want to say is, typically with the typical singer, it's when they get loud, and so they're like really firing on strength and breathing. All of a sudden, in order to be strong, articulation right next to it kind of takes a hit. Like what you're saying, like their jaw and tongue might tighten, we lose the vowel, or the pitch starts to waver a little bit because they're just like really trying to get like that strength and tone. And I'll take tone over articulation any day, because even if the word's just a little bit off, the feeling, the sentiment is magical, important. But when you can do this and this...
And that? Oh, my God.
Yeah, that's when it gets really, really cool.
Yeah,
and she does do that consistently.
A vocal assassin is somebody perfectly put. She's 5 feet 1 inch. How does that much sound come out?
Well, it's like Aguilera too, right? Like she's tiny. She's short. Little, she's short too. It's just amazing. It's just the genetic shape and size here with brain cultivation and hard work like defies the expectation of the overall body. And then you've got someone like, Mike Tyson with a tiny little voice, right?
I know, right?
So you can go in any direction.
I was going to say, just relative to my size, I'm 6'4", and there's just more of everything, and I couldn't get like a quarter of her sound. It's incredible.
Oh, it's wild. All right, so I backed it up here a little bit. Here we go.
Watched it growing. Oh, if you're listening, God, please don't make it hard to know if we should believe in the things that we see. Tell us, should we run away, or should we try and say, would it be better just to let things be? Living here in this brand new world.
I love what you said now.
Yeah.
To see, and it's on me to love. So it's real to me, and I've learned we must look inside our hearts to find, a world full of love like yours, like mine, like
Wow. Oh my God. When she hits that C5, D5, it's like the doors of heaven are just like open. I don't know
Right?
how else to put it. It's just, there's just like this sweet spot. Oh my goodness.
Oh my, yeah, and again, going back to consistency, because we already heard Defying Gravity. Like, we know 5 songs from now, it's just the consistency's still there. It's not like she's beating herself up in this. Like, the balance is so good, which is why she's able to sustain it for so long, which is crazy cool.
God, it's a real life superpower to be able to do what she does.
Someone just said she may be taller than Xiao Shen. I didn't know Charlie was short. That's funny. You took off work today? Thank you for joining
Thanks
us.
so much. I'm glad to have you.
And yes, we would love to have someone said we need to Zoom with her. We would absolutely love to have her on the show. If any of you know her directly, hook us up. We would.
I would say I think we should start a petition. We should start a petition.
I don't know if petition seems like the wrong word. That feels like we're
protesting something.
Protesting something.
Yeah, we're protesting not being able to meet her.
Yes. Okay. All right. We can do this.
It's not fair.
Oh my goodness. All right. So we're gonna jump into song number 2, "Memory." Whew, this is a good song.
Oh, I love Memory.
This is one of the songs that, before I would even remotely deem myself as a singer, because I started off as a drummer from 8 to 18. I started singing around 17, 18. So it's kind of like a late bloomer with vocals. This is one of those songs because it was always playing in the house because my mom always had, some sort of Andrew Lloyd Webber playing. Mm-hmm. I would sing this in the shower all the time, just like, "Memory," and it would just be awful. It didn't matter. It's just like this, just the way that the melody and everything builds. So I'm really excited to hear.
Yeah, this is always a go-to piano song.
It's just beautifully written.
Yeah,
the musical itself is kind of jarring a little bit as far as just the way they constructed different poems and then put it together. But I don't mind, but the key pieces in it are incredible.
Did you see the movie that was released a couple years ago?
I tried.
It was really bad.
I gave it a shot. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
That's famously bad. Yes.
All right, here we go.
But this song is amazing.
This is true. Well, was it Jennifer Hudson? Was she?
Yeah, I think she played them.
She was amazing. She's consistently killer.
Yeah, this song transcends all. So
yeah.
Thank you so much, and thank you for joining me here today. How are you guys doing out there? Comment down below where you're watching from. Grabe, such crazy times that we are experiencing right now. And for some, this has been such a challenging season. But I hope you're all keeping healthy and happy.
Crazy.
One of the things that I've been doing during this quarantine season is to just... I think I really got to rest, first and foremost. I got to rest, do things that I have not been able to do because of just my workload. And I think I really got to get to know myself better. I got to discover more traits about myself, both the good and the bad. I got to discover other things, other hobbies,
adorable.
not just anything music related. But at the same time, I've also been trying to just be more engaging online and just keeping up with just all my social media platforms. Also, just a shameless plug, if you guys haven't yet, please follow and like and subscribe to my platforms. I am on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube.
I imagine everybody here has already done that, but if you haven't, go do that.
Yes,
go find
she's pretty
her.
good. You should follow her. She's very good.
Yeah.
And doing regular live streams on Kumu as well. Hope you guys can join me there. It's been fun. Proudly Pinoy. And of course, one of the things that I really learned during this quarantine is just to really take care of ourselves and just trying to keep myself fit and not just stay stuck on the bed or the couch and just be lazy. But it's very tempting, But yes, today I'm here for Stages Sessions. I am so happy to be taking part in this alongside many other amazing Filipino talents. And the songs that I'll be singing for you guys today are some of my Broadway favorites. Are you guys ready for another one? Here is another Broadway classic from the musical Cats and the version of Barbra Streisand.
B flat.
Midnight, not a sound from the pavement. Has the moon lost her memory? She is smiling alone.
Oh, good. Good God.
She's adapting the style too.
Lamplight, the withered leaves collect at my feet.
you were just talking about kind of changing vowels, right? There's a big difference between vowel modification to get a pitch and vowel modification to accentuate a style. Like she's pulling a little bit on the Barbra Streisand, a little more of a classical kind of like style training. Everything's a little bit rounder. Her lips are being used more to kind of shape a slightly different overtone. The big difference between, you know, what we're going to hear in Defying Gravity and a little bit in the first song is more of the convergent style, meaning that the shape of the throat is modified. So when you're singing more contemporary, more of a belted tone, the laryngeal pharynx muscles tighten just a little bit. We're going to get my nerd on here a little bit. These muscles tighten a little bit.
Dork.
and the mouth is more open, so it kind of has a megaphone shape, and that gives like a very, you know, very specific kind of overtone, a little more intense, a little more laser beam, right? That she can kind of cascade in and out of when she wants.
Right.
With more of a classical background, it's opposite. So it is divergent. Do I have those backwards?
I think you're...
My geometrical skills aren't great. But it's the throat is more open, so the throat is dilated. There's more space just above the larynx, and so that gives a different resonance. A different ring is then amplified even within the larynx. And then the mouth is a little bit more closed at times, so that gives more of a inward, larger overtone, a little more classical versus a little more conversational. So her ability to just kind of like, we're going to lean here. Like for this song, for this character, for this style, she's doing it this way, which is just super, super cool.
Oh, let's... sorry to interrupt. So
no,
Jen,
you're fine. I'm going to back it up.
How do I send a coffee? How do I send coffee? Well...
Don't pour it on the screen.
A very long hose would be a good start.
No, there's a link in the description that you can click on. You can send us a coffee that way, and it is much appreciated. We appreciate that. All right, let's hear this again.
Okay.
What a setup.
That I'll be singing for you guys today are some of my Broadway favorites. Are you
And
guys
somebody
ready for
just
another
mentioned,
one?
too, this is
Here is another
her
Broadway
just in her room.
classic
There's
from the
no,
musical Cats and the version of
major
Barbra
production
Streisand.
things, like major sound engineering.
So cool.
Yeah.
Midnight, not a sound from the pavement. Has the moon lost her memory?
Such a good balance between those two styles.
She is smiling alone.
So it's a great theatrical feel.
In the lamplight, the withered leaves collect at my feet, and the wind begins to marry. All alone in the moonlight, I can smile at the old days. Life was beautiful then. I remember the time I knew what happiness was. Let the memory live again. Every street lamp seems to beat.
I love this part of the song too.
Fatalists take warning. Someone mutters and the street lamp cutters, and soon it will be morning. Daylight, I must wait for the sunrise. I must think of a new life, and I mustn't give in. When the
Did you cry, tell
dawn
Howard?
comes, tonight will be a memory too, and a new
Okay,
day
guys.
will begin.
Love after this setup. love how she's still reflecting on the song.
Yeah.
We see this every time with her. She doesn't leave the song. She's still, like, as the music's cascading in the background, she's still like in touch with the character. Like almost it feels like she's thinking about what she just sang. And I suspect we're going to see her just kind of like realize the next part. Like there's this flow. It's just her intuition for acting, I think, is incredible. Does she have an acting background at all? I don't know if she does or not.
That's a good question. Yeah, does anybody know that out there? I also want to comment too on her tone for the verses in particular. So there's like this. I think it's so impressive that she can kind of have this breathy thing and a clear tone almost all at the same time, and the way she's attacking the notes is so gentle. It's like almost got a glassy quality to it. You know, it's like she's just kind of like, you know, like it's just like barely touching it, but there's almost like this breathiness that comes first, and it's just like as opposed to like hitting the note, like
right,
like punching it.
Yeah.
It's just like it's just like lightly. I don't know. There's something. It's just and just the change up from the last song too. It's crazy how easily she can do that.
And as the song goes on, you can hear a little more and more of the contemporary style, but that the musical theater style, a little more modern with that. But it's still like this cool, like almost throwback and I don't know, resonates, I think, with the little more of like the golden era tone.
Yeah.
As far as the
there's elements of it that kind of remind me of do you know the original woman that played this part on Broadway, the one that did it for years? I mean, I know there's been a few, but like the one that sort of made it famous. I don't remember her name.
Who is that?
But she kind of did, you know, she kind of harkened back to that style, which I thought was really cool.
I mean, I think the Barbra Streisand was my.
She did acting theater, okay.
Yeah. Oh, she did. Okay.
Yep.
So Barbara was like my first impression of this song. I'm pretty sure. I'm looking it up.
Yes.
Elaine Page.
Oh.
Elaine Page. Yeah, she's incredible. Okay. All right, so let's pick this up here.
Elaine Page, yep.
Torrents of smoky tears, the still cold smell of morning, a street lamp dies, another night is over, another day is dawning. Touch me, it's so easy to leave me all alone with the memory of my days in the sun. If you touch me, you'll understand what happiness is. Look, a new day has begun.
Ah,
I will always love that song, and I will always love amazing singers that sing that song. Beautiful.
so good.
You know that the beginning when the first couple notes of that, she just like landed a note, and I was just like, oh, and it just made me think that, you know, we're reactors and we analyze the voice and we try to break it down, but at the heart of it, it's still this. Oh, here we go.
Look, it was just glazed over. Okay. I just
at the heart of it, it's like there's just this. Oh, Greg's on.
Hey, Greg.
Hey. Oh, check out the video we did with his duet with Morissette. We just did that.
Love it all out.
Okay, sorry.
Yes.
I'm getting distracted. No, they're at the heart of music and somebody's voice is there's just this mysterious element of like, what is it about this that just gets that just like reaches my soul in a certain way and just like gives you those goosebumps or tears, if you will, for some people. I'm not going to name any names, but no, but like there's just an undefinable quality where I'm like, what is it about that's just so magical? She just has that.
And what's interesting too is it's not universal. It's almost like you have to be receptive to certain vibrations or sound or experiences, right? Because not everybody's going to, this is art as a whole, not everybody's going to feel it in the same way. So it's like if you're receptive to that wavelength, if you will, if that, and like it can hit you. And same thing with looking at a piece of art. Like there's some, I can just like, how did somebody accomplish this and be in awe? And somebody next to me would just be like, it just looks like a photograph. And
yeah,
like,
no, there is that sort of, there is that subjective quality to it. And that's based on a lot of your background, your conditioning, all sorts of things. But, every once in a while, there's those moments where it's like, it's universal. It's like everybody gets it somehow. And it's crazy how that happens.
Yeah.
And it's that mystery that kind of keeps me going as a musician too. It's like, it's just following that mystery. It's like, what is this? And I'm knowing that I'm never going to figure it out, but I want to get as close as I possibly can. Whether it's, writing a song or orchestrating or whatever, producing, just it's chasing that magic, which, that you never quite grasp fully. Maybe she's grasped it fully.
she has a deeper understanding of that resonance. Yeah, crazy. Awesome. Yeah. So yes, happy Valentine's Day to everybody just joining us. Excuse me. So we've done 2 songs out of 6. We have 4 more to go. We're doing her Morissette's entire stage sessions. Yeah. Next up is Someone Like You. This is from Jekyll and Hyde. Yeah. I love this musical. Are you familiar with the song? Do you know this one, John?
I've seen the musical, yeah. We went together, okay. Remember? Oh, yeah, we saw it with Sebastian Bach.
He did, you know what? He did well for transitioning from hard rock, range-wise and everything like that. It's particularly like Confrontation, when he's going from the classical thing wasn't his background, but when he went into Hyde, it was just like super cool.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And speaking of magical voices too, Greg Gould is like, oh man,
yes,
hell of a singer. Oh my god, goodness.
Yes. Hey, it's not Rick. See, Greg's pitching the Ricky. he's trying. I think we're gonna stick with Richard. I just can't do that. All right.
Oh, Ricky. Oh, he's talking about you. That's so foreign to me. I
know
that was you.
All right, here we go.
Thank you. And speaking of memory, ay nako, these past couple of months, the memories that have just been popping into my head constantly are just when I've been able to travel and enjoy the great outdoors. Good times. But really, don't we all, right? But going back to the song, I actually remember singing this song for our Sunday variety show, ASAP, when we were in New York. Yes, where Broadway is. And also in another event here in Manila at the Theater at Soler, where I was performing alongside the Baltic Neopolis Orchestra. And it was just such a grand experience. So, memories. Just had to put that in. Anyways, why this genre instead of all the other different types of music that are more familiar to me or are in my comfort zone? Well, I just said it. I wanted to try something different. And why not music from the theater, where the songs are just full of emotion?
This isn't her comfort zone.
Well, I was going to say, I'm so amazed and slightly annoyed with people that are so good that they can just walk into any genre and just be the best at that genre.
Oh my goodness.
Envious, not annoyed.
Yeah.
And depth.
Little annoyed.
Kung sa Tagalog pa, hugot. Whoa, hugot! Hindi, tsaka, I mean, I actually really do enjoy singing Broadway songs. I love how it feels on my voice, although it doesn't come naturally to me. But one trivia is that when I'm
she works for what she's
or
got,
just singing to
obviously.
warm up my voice, the songs that I would actually sing would be Broadway songs. Or just like the technique of all these Broadway singers is like something that I'd also like to take in, but at the same time still keep that Morissette flavor, you know. But I just really like how it feels in my voice. But I do remember back when me and my mom had just relocated here in Manila. It was when I just started my career. Basically, at that time, I didn't know much about musical theater. On the other hand, my managers from Stages, I think it would be safe to say that that's their jam. They know so much about musical theater and even the theater community here in the Philippines and in Manila. I do remember that there was one time the guy who discovered me and who has continued to guide me and help me until this very day, my Tito David Cosico, there was one time that we were on our way to an event and we were riding his car and then he started...
Did you see this in the chat from Elmer? Morris'
Yes.
full name is Johann Morissette, named after Johann Sebastian Bach and Alanis Morissette. Is that true? That's actually pretty wild. The Sebastian Bach we are referring to is from Skid Row and is a late 80s metal singer, so a little difference, but he's a character. I was on the road with him for a while. He is a
character. He is a handful.
But what a voice! Oh, I love his voice.
How long ago was this video? This is
Good
pandemic.
question.
So.
Yeah, so this is 3 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is everybody's in quarantine kind of thing. So,
which is so weird that we were in quarantine.
I'm so glad we're out of it.
I know. I can't believe we lived through that. It's.
All right, here we go.
What a weird time.
Putting on music, and
that is
he
where her name
shared to
came from.
me
That is
this
so cool.
song from the musical Jekyll and Hyde. I peer through windows, watch life go by,
I haven't heard the song in a while.
dream of tomorrow, and wonder why the past is holding me, keeping life at bay. I wander lost in yesterday, wanting to fly, but scared to try. But if someone like you
I love this.
found someone like
Okay, now it's
me,
coming back to me too. I haven't heard the song
then
forever.
suddenly nothing would ever be the same.
Oh, I love that.
It's ethereal.
My heart would take wing and I'd feel so alive if someone like you found me. So many secrets
So connected.
Yeah.
I've longed to share. All I have needed is someone there to help me see a world I've never seen before. A love to open every door, to set me free, so I can soar. If someone like you found someone like me, and suddenly nothing would ever be the same. There'd be a new way to live, a new life to love. If someone like you found me, oh, babe,
Oh, good Lord.
like you found someone
Oh, it just penetrates my soul. Oh,
Someone like you found someone like me, then suddenly nothing would ever be the same. My heart would take wing, and I'd feel so alive. If someone
Oh, that transition.
I know.
loved me.
I want to hear the ending again too. This
You're just punishing yourself. What are you doing?
this is everything right here. When she, where's she at, by the way?
Well, that's an E flat 5. Yeah, there's something about her right around the C, D, E flat 5 where it's just like
I
this
was gonna
other
say the
level.
same thing. So there's this. So right here, right?
Yeah,
So
right there.
I would say for her, and this is a little bit different for everybody, right? It's this pocket right here, right? It's like this half octave range
Yeah, there's something about it's just like the resonance just goes to this other level.
at that volume, right? Because she still has
yeah.
like this incredible resonance, in all of it, right? But there's something magical that just is so, like you said, piercing. I mean, that's even later when she goes into head voice and has a different kind of piercing. It
Not piercing in a bad way, like
no,
penetrating.
it's just like it hits you. There's this like
Yeah.
it
It's,
stops you from breathing.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it just like jumps out of the screen or the speakers and just like
Oh my goodness. So when she does this full on power and then it's just this rest, her shift in how she spends her air is so seamless without being like emotion, like she's got this balance between being emotionally connected and still being skilled. We were just talking about this with Dimash, right? It's like this is what great singers do. They balance emotive intention, the serve the song to what it's supposed to be, with the skill set still being so present to execute each like little turn.
no, they're
throughout.
masters. There's masters. There's no other word for it.
All right, one more time.
Someone like you found someone like me, then suddenly nothing would ever be the same. My heart would take wing, and I'd feel so alive.
Oh,
And then
If someone like you loved me. Loved me.
this goes into almost like a blended choir tone coming up.
yeah. Oh, it's so smooth. Wow. Oh man, I think I teared up actually.
If it's gonna happen.
Oh, you're wearing off on me.
Oh,
God, what do you say?
oh, Betty, welcome to Maury's World. I'm glad you joined us and you're discovering her along with us. Well, we know who she was. That's why we're doing this. But yeah, it is amazing to discover what she could do. And
I
there's
can't
so many
believe
other
we never knew about her, but
no, there's so many
before-
singers in the Philippines too. So Katrina's amazing.
As we've
Regi-
found out,
Regine
yes.
we haven't seen. We got some male singers we're gonna get to as well, and the Wish Bus thing, in 2 weeks. What did I want to say? Oh, you know what we've been requested a lot of is Leah, from what's her last name? So how do I say it? Leah Salong, Miss Saigon, Les Mis, Disney, 2 Disney princesses, the only one in history. How do you say her last name?
I don't remember.
Someone will jump in.
Yeah, but yes, I did just join the crying club. I'm actually
The Crying Club.
I'm actually a big crier, but I'm more of like a private crier. Like I'm one of those guys. I'll have my laptop open and I'll watch like the saddest part of a movie.
Solanga. Yeah.
I'll watch the saddest part of a movie and keep kind of like what you just did.
Just torture
rewinding
yourself.
It'd just be like a mess, like, oh my god, the movie Up, or
Oh yeah,
like
it's
the
not
end of Forrest Gump, all that stuff.
so
Salonga, yeah.
Solanga. And is it? Yeah. So it's just Lee or Leah. I'm not sure. I'm ashamed for not knowing that.
Oh, Maddie Ice again.
Again,
Thank you
thank
so
you very
much.
much. So, I honestly, the only reason we haven't done her yet is because I know her voice. Like, I've seen the Princess movies a million times. I've heard her do Les Mis and Miss Saigon over and over again. So it's within the spirit of being React. Like, we like to discover new voices, obviously, but she is masterful, and I think we absolutely need to spend some time with just some songs we haven't heard her do, even though, like, I mean, I know her voice. She's
Right.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we will absolutely get to her. I think that we really can't get around it if we tried,
Yeah, I love this song too. It actually
Yeah.
reminds me of we went to see that musical probably over 20 years ago together. Yeah, this is like early
for
2000s.
Jekyll and Hyde, yeah, that was 2001,
Yeah.
I think.
But I remember I wrote this sort of Broadway-esque song in that time frame, and I played it for you, and like, God, there's some like really like familiar part of that melodically, and I was ripping off the. I was so disappointed because I was so.
I called you out. I don't remember that.
you weren't quite sure where it was from, but then we figured it out. I'm like, oh no, I was so distraught.
Stole it. Awesome. All right, so we are moving forward. We have 3 more. We have "She Used to Be Mine" from Waitress.
Waitress, yes.
I Give My Life for You. We were just talking about Leah from Miss Saigon. Awesome. And of course, Defying Gravity. So we got 3 more. So let's keep moving forward here. This is a beautiful song.
Doesn't it feel amazing to be in love? Wow! Staray! Ako talaga! Anyways, going back to the,
hysterical.
Yeah.
serious Morissette. Not a lot of you guys know that I actually have a little theater background. Back in, I think, 2012, I had my very first musical theater experience being cast for Repertory Philippines production of Disney's Camp Rock the Musical. And I was asked to take the part of Michi Torres, which was portrayed by Demi Lovato in the original movie.
Oh, nice.
Wait, what's that? Ano? Sample? Oh, sige, wait.
Hold on a second.
Char. Parang ako nagkasakit dun. This is real, this is me. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be now. Gonna let the light shine on me. Now I found who I am. There's no way to hold it in. No more hiding who I wanna be. This is me.
Do you know that song? So I have 2 daughters, and they have watched this movie
yes.
a million times.
Yeah, that's a Great Showman, right?
No, this is me. This came before The Greatest Showman.
Oh.
I think it was before. Yeah, so it just kind of ends with that. This is from Camp Rock. I think is this with the Jonas Brothers? Am I thinking of the right thing? It's with Demi Lovato when she was young. And
School?
Am I
School?
Am I thinking not School of Rock? Am I thinking the right thing? Is this Jonas Brothers and Demi Lovato? Maybe I'm off. But it's like Camp Rock movie or something like that. My girls have seen it over and over again. So that's where that song's from.
Oh, okay.
It didn't go well with the overlapped music they were playing in the background. It didn't quite connect there. So awesome. All right, so I'm gonna keep this going. Yes, it was with the Jonas Brothers. All right, Camp Rock.
Yeah, I remember having so much fun, but I really did grow as a performer from that experience, and it was just really priceless. Just imagine just having to remember everything from the blocking, and then we also have choreography, our lines, and then all of those power vocal songs, and not to mention, syempre, kasi we're independent people. We even like sometimes most of the people in the theater do their hair and makeup and just do everything themselves backstage. So in my part, I also had to think about just all the quick changes I had to do for the show, and it was crazy. Yeah, I definitely learned so much from that experience and gained so much respect for the theater community. And I am looking forward to hopefully doing it all again someday. Anyways, I would love to sing for you guys a song that's from a newer musical. Well, not very new, but this was actually based on a movie back in the 2000s and was adapted and brought to the theater with music written by Sarah Bareilles. This is She Used to Be Mine from the musical The Waitress.
Great song.
It's not simple to say that most days I don't recognize me, that these shoes and this apron, that place and its patrons have taken more than I gave them.
Totally different than the opening to Memory.
It's not
Absolutely. I was saying the same thing.
I'm not anything that I used to be, although it's true I was never attention sweet center. I still remember that girl. She's imperfect, but she tries. She is good, but she lies. She is hard on herself. She is broken and won't ask for help. She is messy, but she's kind. She is lonely most of the time. She is all of this mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie. She is gone, but she used to be mine. And it's not what I asked for. Sometimes
I'm going to pause because I know the part Cummings, obviously, it's just like a bigger epic, builds and everything like that. But early on in the song, because the reason it's so different than Memories, because Memories designed to be like this legato connected flow. That's how it was written. This is so conversational. It's such an understated, like, beautiful, like there's something bubbling
This is going to be a weird sort of connection, but there's something. Their voices are miles apart. They're so different, but there's almost like a Frank Sinatra-esque quality to her delivery in that verse. Like, just like the understated, just like really really conversational.
I do know what you're saying.
Totally different voices, but it's like it's almost a channeling from the same place.
But Frankie does that where you've got like the conversational quality, but there's it's almost like he styles his delivery off brass instruments. Like he's inspired by trombone and trumpet, like that. That's kind of how he described creating his thing. She has that, with like that those little moment crescendos and pullback. It's almost like that. It just doesn't sound like a horn section at all. But the way the breathing is, it is reminiscent of that. I hear that.
Yeah.
That's an interesting connection.
I can't believe I said that. It's
no, that's
it's so different, but it's like there's something Yeah,
And it's the pacing too, right? It's just a
Yeah.
little unpredictable,
There's like
just a little.
There's like a little bluesiness. It's not a blues song, but there's like man, she just can tell a story in so many different ways, and still sound like her the whole time.
Yeah.
She is lonely most of the time. She's all of this mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie. She is gone, but she used to be mine.
The dynamics of
And it's not what I ask for. Sometimes lie. She slips in through a back door and carves out a person and makes you believe it's all true. And now I got you. You're not what I asked for. If I'm honest, I know I would give it all back for a chance to start over and rewrite an ending or two. For the girl that I know who'd be reckless just enough, who gets hurt, but who learns how to toughen up when she's bruised and gets used by a man who can't allow. And then she'll get stuck and be scared of the life that's inside her, getting stronger each day. Till it finally reminds her to fight just a little, to bring back the fire in her eyes. That's been good, but she used to be mine. Oh, she used to be
oh,
God damn it.
oh my God.
She is messy, but she's kind. She is lonely most of the time. She's all of this mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie. She is gone, but she used to be mine.
You okay? You okay, bud?
I'm not
I know,
even
this
gonna
is
look at
hard.
the chat right now.
This is hard for you. I know. You're doing great. You're doing so good.
How does that not make you cry? You're gonna ugly cry later today.
Oh, I will. It's gonna be a mess off screen. Yes. Yeah. You know what's incredible about her too?
God.
I feel like I start every sentence about her the same way. You know what's also amazing, and also, so going back to like her sort of sound setup. I mean, she's just doing this out of her bedroom. She's probably just using a very simple PA, reverb. It's nothing spectacular. When I listen as a producer, like I listen to those type of things. So the verb she's using, the reverb, the verb as we call it in the studio speak.
That's so cryptic.
It's not like the best verb you could use. It's kind of like it's a little, I don't know. There's like
It's generic. Yeah.
It's like harsh. It's generic. She makes it sound good. She makes it sound like she's in this like just prime acoustical environment, like this perfect stage, and it just makes me think of like anybody that's great at their instrument, or like a great pianist or a great guitarist. They can take any instrument, whether it's a high quality instrument. Oh my god.
Sorry.
Or like an out-of-tune piano, and just make it work. Like they just have that magical quality, and they can. Are you even listening to anything I'm saying? Just God.
Verb, blah blah blah, magical, blah blah blah.
Uh, so she's really good, is what I'm trying to say. She's a very good vocalist.
No, I do hear what you're saying, because usually if I can get my brain into technical mode, there's different speeds of delay or verb being used, right? So like in a produced song, you would match the speed or depth or length of the reverb and speed, depth, and length of the delay to kind of match the speed and tempo and feel of the song. So it's not just of the voice, but to kind of connect what's there. For her...
Thank you, Mylene.
What?
Don't worry, John. We're listening. Thank you. It's nice to know somebody is.
But we saw this on the Wish Bus with her too, right? It's just kind of like, there's just kind of a generic, here's the verb, here's the delay, that's going to basically be for everybody, right? So they probably adjust maybe the degree of what's there, but it's not tuned into that singer, because that takes time. You have to craft the right reverb and type of reverb and frequencies for like a recorded version in the studio. So for her, to your point, to take any environment and somehow just the acoustical cave, I think you said in another reaction, that is her throat, can just let it breathe and echo in any setting.
She just makes the equipment sound expensive.
Right.
And it's not. I guess that's the gist of what I'm saying. Like she's working off of like not the greatest equipment, and she's making it sound like it's just this high-end boutique quality thing. And that's a gift. I mean, anybody, a great artist can do that. They can transcend the instrument they're playing because they just have the tone or touch is in them, and it just comes out.
Agreed. So. Yeah. But it's funny that made me think of, I've seen some drummers do that. I think I saw Chad Smith. I think it was Chad. It was on like a little like Sesame Street 3-piece. You know what I mean? Just like this $50 drum set, which is what he would spend just on the drum head, right? But he made it sound great. Like, you know what I mean? It's like when you have like great skills, it's amazing what you could do with just, a little bit in front of you.
Johnny, you need to have a button to cover Richard with Shirley Jones when he cries.
You know what? That's not a... You know what? I have this. So next time I start crying, we're just going to go off the air. You just hear me weep and sneeze in the background. All right, here we go. Let's hear that little section again. All the grit she throws in this. Squeak! Oh,
nice little squeak.
She is messy, but she's kind. She is low.
I love how she uses her breath here.
Most of the time, she's always messy, but she's kind.
The way she
is lonely.
She's overspending.
Most of the time, she's all of this mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie.
She comes out of that, overspends the air to make it intentionally breathy. Her inhale is like part of the story that's there. And yes, I talked over that, so I cut myself from crying again. Just her usage of air pressure and transitions, and I don't know how she wasn't crying during that. That was
I get the feeling, though, like all of these amazing technical things that she brings into her singing, I feel like she just does it so naturally. I don't feel like she's thinking about it. It's just so...
There has to be a level of awareness, because that's how she's connected to the story, but she's certainly not consumed by it. Yeah.
No.
In any way.
Greg asked, when will we hear you singing something, Richard? Or something live?
Yeah, because I want to sing right after we listen to 5 songs of Morissette.
You know what, though? If you guys want to hear Richard's voice, it's amazing, by the way. So there's a version of in this...
in the spirit of Broadway.
Spirit of Broadway, Jesus Christ Superstar's Gethsemane. So we did a version of that. So he sang the lead vocal. This is years ago. There it is. Look we can see Jesus, Richard.
Is this the one? So this is Long Hair Me. I'm not going to play this right. Here's... I'm not going to play through this just for...
That's not a wig, by the way. That's
for all of our sakes. No, this is not a wig. Johnny's string arrangement, the orchestration of this is absolutely insane. I'll play just a few seconds of it. So you've got a setup.
I have changed. I'm not sure.
So I love Broadway, so this is a big part of it for me. So I'm connected to it.
I was inspired.
All right, so that's that. And then we get a little more intense later in the song.
Show me there's a reason.
It's more my rock style.
What's it mean to die? You're far too keen on where and how, but you're not too hot on why. Well, alright.
Slightly different than Maury. A little more aggressive, which is my style. So I came from like metal and Broadway, so that was kind of like my niche.
You know, it might be cool if you took that picture of you and you did a cover of It Used to Be Mine, but before you put in parentheses, this hair used to be mine.
Used to be my hair.
It used to be mine.
I'm feeling very... I'm just going to speak on behalf of the Throga channel and Thronelys. No one wants to hear that. So
I want to hear that.
No. Oh my goodness. All right, let's get back to reality here.
Back to
I
life.
Give My Life for You. So
Back
this
to
is... I saw
reality.
Miss Saigon on Broadway, and when they played... it was a national tour. I'm trying to think of what year this was. I mean, 25 years ago. Easy. Have you ever seen this?
With you, yes.
Really?
God, all these things we've done together, you just totally forgot. Yeah, this is
You
the
know
first
what I
time we went-
remember is... I remember your first musical, which I regret taking you to.
Oh, big?
I'm like, because I'm like introducing Johnny into musical theater, things like that. Not that he wasn't aware. And it was the next like musical thing coming to. This is in Buffalo, and it was the musical Big, and we went to go see it. And I think about halfway through it, I just looked over and like, I'm so sorry.
I thought it was good. I had no relativity.
It just didn't have the impact, the emotional impact that, I got from Les Mis and Miss Saigon like that. The staging for Miss Saigon they had like a full-size helicopter in that production. Yeah. It was absolutely incredible.
Yeah, we saw Miss Saigon in New York City on Broadway the first time that we went when I was 16, which was 20 years ago.
Okay, so we did see that one there. All right.
Yeah, it was special to me. So apparently, not everyone felt that way. I think Greg also says it's time for Richard Fink Greg Gould duet, an original written by me. I think that's.
I like
I'm in.
it. All right, I'd give my life for you. Here we go.
I actually caught the Manila production of The Waitress with my Ate Joanna Phil as Jenna, and she was just phenomenal as always. It's just so amazing how there's so much Filipino talent being recognized all over the world and on different fields. But who could ever forget one of the very first Filipino names that made it out there with her portrayal of so many iconic roles, including the singing voice of Mulan and Jasmine and countless musical theater shows. I could never compare.
How insane that she gets casted as 2 Disney princesses. Like, what? Like, that's never going to happen again. You know what I mean?
I'd cast her for all the Disney princesses.
Oh, well, Morissette, yeah, too. But I'm talking about Leah as well.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
But I would love to give tribute to our dear Miss Leia Salonga, the original Jasmine, the original and a living legend, through this song from the musical Miss Saigon.
You who I cradled in my arms, you asking as little as you can. Little snip of a little man. I know I'd give my life for you. You didn't ask me to be born, you. Why should you learn of war or pain? To make sure you're not hurt again. I swear I'd give my life for you. I've tasted love beyond all fear, and you should know it's love that brought you here. And in one perfect night, when the stars burned like new, I knew what I must do. I'll give you a million things I'll never own. I'll give you a world to conquer when you're grown. You will be who you want to be. You can choose whatever heaven grants, as long as you can have your chance. I swear I'll give my life for you.
Just. You know what? I just love that this is like not her comfort zone.
No,
Not her comfort zone, and she's like one of my favorite, if not favorite, Broadway singers of all time. It's just like, what the hell?
I don't know what her adaptivity with speed of vibrato. You know, we saw this with Gigi too. I don't know if it's like this Filipino like skill set where they can adapt the speed of vibrato. That's really rare, because in this one it's just a little, like, the cadence of it's just a little bit darker, a little bit moodier. I mean, this is this mother character, and it's just like this resonant thing. And then, you know, at different volumes in another piece that we just heard her do, it's like the speed and the depth, the amplitude of the vibrato is just a little bit different. Usually it's kind of copy paste for most singers, where it's like, this is your vibrato. I mean, you can kind of ease into it, pull out of it, you can get louder, softer, but the actual cadence of it, it's rare to hear it so, what seems to be just adjustable.
Yeah. Yeah, monster. Definitely running out of adjectives here. I think we ran out
I know,
probably
right?
like 5 videos ago. Yeah, we should have I think I might put a thesaurus just over
Just
in the corner,
like scroll.
or I'll quote Will Ferrell from SNL. That was scrumptulescent.
Ooh, I like it.
Scrumptulescent.
I think scrumptulescent. Scrumptulescent
It's a household name.
with a cowbell. I think I think that combination would be very celebratory to describe this.
I don't have a cowbell, but I do.
For those who get the reference, you do have a gong.
I have a gong.
That works. All right, let's keep going with this. Just beautiful.
As you can have your chance, I swear I'll give my life for you. Sometimes I wake up reaching for him.
Gotta have more cowbell.
Feel his shadow brush my head, but there's just moonlight on my bed. Was he a ghost? Was he a lie that made my body laugh and cry? Then by my side the proof I see, his little one, gods of the sun, bring him to me. As long as you can have your chance, I swear I'll give my life for you. No one can stop what I must do. I swear I'll give my life for you.
I love her.
Sorry.
I was going to comment on this.
That was
too,
adorable.
The juxtaposition of her personality and then the way she channels into these, the character into these songs as she does. I love it how she flips so seamlessly. It's just so, and it's so different from her personality. She's just so.
And that's where the acting comes in. That
Yeah.
intuitive, like, I'm just going to embody this now, and just and staying connected to the storyline and everything else along with it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to glance over at chat here. I haven't.
See, in that song, like her belting tone, even that had a little bit different of an element to it. It was just like a little brighter,
It did.
more punchy.
Yeah.
Still smooth as she always is, but there's just a little. Yeah, the way she caters it to the song is just incredible.
Yes, we would love to do an interview with Maury. That's one of our dream guests for sure.
Yeah.
All in
Can we
good
make
time.
that happen? People out there, how do we make that happen?
You know how? Well, I think what needs to happen is, since she's not coming onto our show, we need to go to the Philippines. I feel like that's the next natural
Right, and just start
step.
knocking on doors. And
Yeah, I think we'll find her.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, actually, we can't go wrong, because no matter whose door we knock on, they're gonna be a good singer.
That might be a little bit over generalization.
We could just tour the Philippines and just like listen to everybody sing day after day. Like, it'll be fine.
Oh my goodness. Oh, also, kind of a side note. So the Sir Richard has been coming up a lot in this chat. I think,
Sir,
I think
it's
that
better than
is a
Ricky. I'll take Sir Richard.
I think Sir Richard suits you.
I like it.
He did grow up in a castle. Actually, his
This
dad
is true.
built.
We'll save that story for another day, but that is
Yes.
actually true. Awesome. All right, we have one more to go. This one we have already heard. Morissette singing Defying Gravity. It may or may not have affected me emotionally the first time. I'm a little drained. I'm not gonna lie.
If I were a betting man, I would say there's a
Not
good
again.
chance.
We already heard it. I've already, got it out at this point through these songs. So I'm just gonna enjoy her presentation, her technique, and everything else here.
Yes, Craig, you can definitely come with us when we go to the Philippines.
Yes, tour. All right, here we go.
Yes, guys, thank you so much. Sadly, we are down to our last song. I just want to thank
sad.
all of you for joining me here today as I sing my heart out to some musical theater tunes. But before I go, I just want to remind all of you to please follow and like and subscribe. Starting off with, I am regularly streaming on Kumu. It is
So someone just asked, guys, why wasn't Maury casted for the upcoming movie Wicked? Obviously, there's a lot, behind casting selection. She would be ridiculous as Elphaba. She could probably do Glinda too, but Ariana Grande has that. Can you imagine Ariana and Morissette on stage singing
God.
those characters? It would be nuts.
God.
Unfortunately, I don't think Maury is tall enough to play Elphaba, but her
I'd
voice
actually
is tall
prefer-
enough.
I'd prefer to see just Wicked with her playing all the parts. If we could, maybe we can do that.
Oh,
We'll make her own movie.
yes, I would be more than happy with that.
an app. It is amazing. It's so much fun. It has a lot of gifts that you can send me to support. Gifts, and yeah, just check it out. There are also a lot of
she is
artists
awesome.
also on Kumu as well. Please follow me on Kumu. My username is It's Morissette. Also, of course, my Instagram account, if you haven't yet, at It's Morissette, or Instagram.com/It's Morissette. This year also, I just started with my YouTube channel, and please check it out. I have some very exclusive content there, from vlogs, and I was even able to do covers during this quarantine season. So please check that out. Subscribe to my channel. It is youtube.com/MorissettePH. And also this year, I decided to create a new personal page on Facebook. So if you haven't yet, please follow and like
all
me there
these
at
things if you haven't already.
facebook.com/MorissettePH.
Can you
So,
pause this
yeah,
real quick?
What's up?
Can we tell a quick story? I know we've gone in a bunch of different
I
directions.
don't know. It depends on what story you have in mind.
Okay, so Diana said, ha ha ha, right on, Johnny. It'd be so wicked. That would be so wicked. Can we tell your wicked story?
No.
Yes, please.
No.
Just make it quick. Just do the
This
concise
has
version.
nothing to do with Broadway. This
No.
has nothing to do with the musical. All right, I'll
Okay.
make this as quick as possible. All right, so as you know, or as I said earlier, I started off playing drums from like 8 to 18. So I was like metal drummers, playing to like Metallica and Pantera and things like that. That's music that I love that I played along with. And Metallica was my absolute favorite band of all time. I was in, it was the summer, let's see what it would have been. I would have been 15 years old. I was at a music store, and Metallica was playing nearby, and Lars Ulrich, the drummer from Metallica, walks in. And he's over in the, looking at magazines, things like that. And there's a bunch of people in the store, a lot kind of mocking him, right? So you're kind of like, oh, looking at pictures of yourself, things like that. And I'm just like, 15-year-old me is just like totally starstruck. I've never met a celebrity prior to that. And this is like the one person I would have want to have met at that time. And I'm happened to be wearing a Metallica t-shirt, right? Wasn't even in the city that I live in. So I walk up to him and said, hey, can I get your autograph? And he said, yeah, sure. I'll sign your autograph on the way out of the store. I'm like, okay, cool. And I go, I saw your show in Rochester. It was wicked. He's wearing shades inside because he's like super cool, right? He just looks over at me and goes, wicked? I'm like, wicked.
Completely unaware that he was mocking you.
So the best part about it though is I go to the front of the store and everybody's there with like, cameras and, wanting to get his autograph and everything. So he goes to leave. He walks right up to me, gives me his signature and walks by everybody else. So I'm like, you know what? He had my back.
I've only one word to describe that story: wicked.
Wicked.
It's a wicked story. I love that story.
Talk about out of context here.
I've been having so much fun singing some of my
What else are we
Broadway
gonna find a time to
favorites.
implement that
I
story
hope
into
to
this?
see all of you very, very soon. Till then, please stay healthy and happy. And yes, we shall be able to experience it all live when we've already flattened the curve. I also just want to give a huge shout out to all my supporters, my Moinatics. Maraming
Happy
salamat
Valentine's,
po.
everybody. Yes.
Dito sa Pilipinas at sa buong mundo, sa ating mga OFW,
Good
sa
story.
ating mga kapamilya, and sa ating mga frontliners. Maraming salamat din po sa lahat ng serbisyo ninyo at sakripisyo ngayong time of COVID-19. Saludo po kami sa inyo. To my Stages family, thank you so much. I would like to leave you guys with this very, very special song. As in, sobrang special po siya sa akin. To the point na parang isa din to sa mga theme song namin ni Tito.
I'm sorry. Richard tried to do that with Dimash. Can you imagine when we go to see him, and if I get a chance to speak to him, like, that was wicked.
Yes, and by
That's
the way,
probably
for those
the
of you
only
who don't
word
know,
I can use.
for those of you who don't know, we're going to Budapest to see Dimash.
We are. See him in person. The deers are flying us out. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But yes, I think that is the only thing I should say to Dimash. I feel like that'll make the story full circle. And he would be like, wicked?
I feel like Dimash is going to be nicer than Lars was, because I feel like Dimash is
Lars
just a nicer
wasn't making
person
fun
overall.
of me. He was feeling my energy, and he was supportive. Thank you very much.
To David, the guy that discovered me. Yes, sky's the limit for all of us. This has been Morissette. And as that famous song from the musical Wicked goes, let us defy gravity.
Here we go. Excuse me.
Something has changed within me. Something is not the same. I'm through with playing by the rules of someone else's game. Too late for second guessing. Too late to go back to sleep. It's time to trust my instincts. Close my eyes and leave. It's time to try to find gravity. I think I'll try to find gravity, and you can't pull me down. I'm through accepting limits, 'cause someone says they're so. Some things I cannot change, but till I try, I'll never know.
I love that part.
That's
my favorite.
Her conviction when she says, "I'm through accepting," I mean, just like her demeanor, her tone, it's just the level of conviction and belief, and hearing that is just so surreal.
Yeah, she just channels those lyrics. Just
And
like no
I
one.
know we said this before, but this song is genius. There are so many layers to what's happening.
this is probably, I mean, if not my favorite Broadway song, top 3.
It's
I mean, I think it's
brilliant.
It's incredible. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to hear that shift again. Oh, I'm such a sucker for it.
Defying gravity, and you can't pull me down.
Float on that.
I'm through accepting limits, 'cause someone says they're so. Some things I cannot change, but till I try, I'll never know. Too long I've been afraid of losing love, I guess I've lost. Well, if that's love, it comes at much too high a cost. I'd still not mind defying gravity. Kiss me goodbye, I'm defying gravity. 'Cause someone says they're so. Some things I cannot change, but till I try, I'll never know. Too long I've been afraid of losing love, I guess I've lost. Well, if that's love, it comes at much too high a cost. I'd still not mind defying gravity. Kiss me goodbye, I'm defying gravity. And you can pull me down. The future is unlimited.
Unlimited. My voice is unlimited. It's just like that was not me trying to sing like Maury, obviously, but it's just like I just heard that lyric, like my voice is unlimited. Like that's what I'm hearing when she sings.
I know.
It's just unreal. There's so much. You can take any 10-second segment in this song and just unpack it with what's happening vocally and breath control and diction and just the stability of her voice and just her facial expressions, how she connects it. It's just sequentially perfect in this piece all the way through.
Yeah, and then add that on top of the fact that she's just whistled through all these other songs where she's embodied completely different characters and
I don't. You know what's crazy is I don't miss it. Like I when she does the whistle, like I'm all about it. It's exciting and it's like it's such an impressive show off thing. But I don't even crave it when she's singing this. She's serving the song in a way that I don't even miss that part of it.
I completely forgot that she can do all that. Because I didn't care. Like I'm like
exactly. You don't need that to make it like a great performance.
Yes.
Unlimited. The future is unlimited. And I just had a vision, almost like a prophecy. I know it sounds truly crazy. True, the vision's hazy, but I swear someday I'll be up in the sky, defying gravity.
Every song.
I'm flying high, defying gravity, and you can't pull me down. So if you're trying to find me, right on the western skies, as someone told me lately, everyone deserves a chance to fly. And if I'm flying solo, at least I'm flying free. For those who ground me, take a message back from me. Tell them hi and defying gravity. I'm flying high, defying gravity, and soon I'll match them in renown. And nobody in all of us knows it that there is or was is ever gonna bring me down. Bring me take a message back from me.
Stop it.
Tell them hi and defying gravity. I'm flying high, defying gravity, and soon I'll match them in renown. And nobody in all of us knows it that there is or was is ever gonna bring me down. To bring me down.
my god. Okay, stop. You have to stop. You have to stop. It's too much.
I don't wanna.
Oh, God. That was intense. Oh my god.
We already reacted to this.
I know.
Why is it
know.
still like? It feels like this is the first time I heard it.
Oh. I mean, like I said, one of my favorite Broadway songs for sure, but even one of my favorite songs, I think, of all time. And then to add her voice onto that, it's too much for one man to take, Richard. It's too much.
Your voice cracked. She's getting to you. Johnny's getting emotional.
Listen, people. I'm just a stoic person by nature, but yeah. As soon as we end this, it's gonna be the waterworks for sure. Ugh. That's a great way to end that.
Good.
Oh my god.
So far, what's your favorite songs of Maury?
Well, okay.
I know it's a legit question.
Maury broke me. Yes, she did break me. I was like, it's like a snake charmer. I'm just like it took me a second to realize that I didn't make a single like facial movement or anything for like 30 seconds.
You get
not stoic anymore.
You've lost
Johnny's
your stoicness.
Oh god, I remember seeing that for the first time in the theater, and I brought this up in the first video that we did for this, and I'm supposed to be the strong one. I know, I'm trying. And just that part of the play, that part of the musical where, she lifts up and she sings that.
Oh yeah, the whole visual presence.
Is like her liberation moment where she's like, I'm done with following the rules. I'm just the symbolism behind all that. I was just like, I remember the first time I was just like, holy shit. This is so powerful. Oh my god.
All right, I'll stop. I'm sorry.
Oh, good lord. Did anyone else notice that you're holding your breath? No, yeah.
It's a good thing I can hold my breath a long time, because it's the only way I could survive hearing her sing.
God, man, she's just on another planet. She's so good.
I'm glad to share the planet with her, along with many other amazing artists. But there is something about Maury. She hits me every time.
Yeah, and I've said this before. She could, she can do so much with her voice, and she can just take on so many different styles. Her range is ridiculous. She's got all the bag of tricks, and at the end of the day, she could sing a song within a 5-note range, and I would still be captivated. She doesn't have to do all that stuff, and her tone is just so good.
Like, I would be happy to hear this. She would bring it to life.
She can even sing.
And the tone would still be worth it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Where do these people come from, Johnny Quote? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where they come from.
Oh, that was amazing. Oh, my cheeks hurt from smiling. My eyes are swollen. And my chest
those are
is
all
tight.
bangers, as the kids say. They were all bangers.
We don't need to say that. I suppose if
That
I could say wicked, you could say banger.
Yeah, those songs slapped.
Oh.
So where do we go from here? What do we do now?
So obviously we're gonna, like I said, in 2 weeks we're doing the Wish Bus exclusive. So we're gonna do one song from several artists. We're not done with Morissette. Not by a long shot. She's on our like long haul list. She's gonna keep circling back. There's been some great suggestions. A lot of Bruno Mars medley, that was one. There's some more Whitney Houston stuff. She's got a couple of duets that's been recommended. So we're gonna get there. We have lots more to get to, and I can't do another one right now.
No,
I just can't.
Have some mercy on us, people. We can't do any more today. Enough for today.
No.
I gotta take a nap after this. That's what I'm gonna do.
Thank you, everyone, for joining. And if you joined us later on in this, if you get a chance, if you enjoy our channel and you'd like to support us, please feel free to check out the links in the description below. I'm exhausted. But hopefully you have some energy and you can go there. Oh, we have... Actually, maybe you guys can help us with this. So we have the Buy Me a Coffee. buymeacoffee.com/Throga, and the link is below. One of the things we're working on, so you can do a membership, which is super cool, and they have different perks, whatever involved. We already have 9 members. Awesome. You guys we just started this yesterday. You get some posts. The shop, this is where we need help. So we want to do a Thronely coffee mug. It is already settled that it will feature Shirley Jones. So, and if you don't know who that is, it is the most beautiful, fluffy cat. That is Johnny's. Kitty. So we're going to get Shirley needs a photo shoot. Like we need she's too shy to bring to somebody. That would never happen, but we need some good pictures of her.
Okay, I'll do my best. I'll try.
See what you can come up with, and we just need to say something. I was thinking, this is what I came up with. You guys are gonna like this. It's not a dad joke at all. If Thronely I had more coffee. It's not
that's
terrible.
Pretty good.
It's a little dad joke-ish, right? Coffee mug, picture of Shirley. I
feel like dad jokes are not outside of our jurisdiction. Even though I'm not a father.
It's Valentine's Day. If Thronely I had eyes for you.
Or something with Shirley you jest. Shirley I want some coffee.
Oh, that's even better.
Shirley I want some Thronely.
I don't know where we're going with this. We welcome your ideas. So we're in the process of designing this. We'll feature her. And therefore it will be amazing.
Yes.
So that is it for now.
Really appreciate everybody showing up today. This was really so much fun. We love these live events.
If Thronely I had more coffee, it'd be wicked.
Oh, you're never gonna live that down. I'm so glad. I've been waiting for a chance to fit in that Lars Wicked story. And finally had my opportunity.
There we go. Thronely not fan. That way we skirt the Thronely fan issue that we had.
Please wing a song for us also from the Philippines. What do you mean wing a song? Like create a Philippine song?
I'm going to say yes. Johnny will do it for you. I don't have to do it. Anyway, thank you all for joining. It has been amazing to hang out with you once again. And thank you for sharing this journey with us and listening to Maury. We will come back with more from her, of course. And I think more of Maury, absolutely. Thank you, everybody. Have an amazing Valentine's Day. We hope it is special. And thank you for sharing it with us. Bye, everyone.
See you. Can you feel the love tonight? It is where we are.
Wait, I was looking for... Keep going, Johnny. I can't find the button that I want to play. Oh, here it is. There it is. Bye, everyone.
See you guys.
Happy Valentine's Day.